So I went to the post office to buy a stamp. I haven't bought a stamp in like forever. So of course I walked in with my 42 cents. The last time I bought a stamp, I could have sworn it was like 42 or 44 cents. Stamps are 78 cents. When did that happen?
Why are we paying $10 to wipe our ass? Actually, though, why is minimum toilet paper $10? That is half of a lot of people's wages, actually more than half. And then on top of that, if you're a girl, our time of the month, we can't control that. It's a part of Mother Nature. But you know what we have to do? We have to go and buy tampons. I was scouring the tampon section forever, trying to find a tampon or a pad that costs at least $5.99, $6.99, $7.99. I was like, I don't want to pay that much. And I couldn't find it. I legit could not find it.
Why is everything so expensive? We are in a cost of living crisis. The fact that our purchasing power has gone down significantly has been insane. Not only are wages not keeping up, but a lot of people are being pushed into homelessness. They can no longer afford their rent. They can no longer afford groceries. They're taking out loans to buy groceries and basic needs, which is absolutely crazy to think that people have to work 2 or even 3 jobs just to survive in this economy. Now, there's a lot of factors that have played into this role that has caused inflation to get so out of hand, but at the end of the day, we're all humans, we're all families. We need to fix the economy where we can actually survive off of one job. Now, a lot of people with kids are really struggling because not only do they have themselves to feed, but they have multiple mouths to feed as well, and that is going to add up to exponential costs. Take a look at the rest of these clips.
The burnout in America is unreal. Did you see the headline that said 43% of Americans have used vacation time to just spend the day in bed? They're not using PTO to travel, they're using it to sleep. That's how tired we are. And I can already see the comments now. You guys are getting vacation time? I've heard stories of European coworkers not being able to meet their American coworkers in multinational companies because they don't want the American workers finding out how much vacation time the Europeans get. If people from the States found out how much vacation time you get in Europe, I think there'd be some big changes like tomorrow. It is unreal having to live in a place where you have to pick either getting a surgery or putting it off because you don't have the time to take off from work. This can't be healthy. This can't be the right way to live. That's why we're moving to Europe, the land of sunshine and rainbows. I like to say that to rile up my comments. No, we're moving to Portugal, a country within Europe that has its own slew of problems, of course, like anywhere else. We're escaping the work culture. We're escaping the hustle and bustle and the never being able to take time for yourself. I'm turning 30 soon, and this can't be it. This can't be all there is to life. I refuse to believe it. And even if I fall flat in my face, well, damn it, I'm gonna try. If you find that interesting, stick around. We're moving next year, and we can't be more excited. And in the meantime, to all my American friends, don't be ashamed to take a day off or two. We could all use a break.
The cost of living in Florida is absolutely fucking ridiculous, and the pay is not matching up with it, especially for healthcare workers, specifically nurses, is who I'm referring to because that's what I know, that's what I do. A lot of my videos talk about this. A lot of people comment that I live above my means. I would like to show you a video of me. I am the person that a lot of my friends go to for financial advice because I'm very frugal, I'm very good at budgeting. I love budgeting, I love saving money, I love investing money, I love doing things like this. Can't do it anymore because I literally don't make money. But yes, a lot of my friends come to me, and this video that I'm going to attach is one of my best friends. She was moving to Tampa. She wanted my help finding an apartment that she could afford. She sent me her pay, she sent me all these things. So I said, oh my god, girly pop, absolutely. Look at this fucking shit. Okay, December 29th, 2020. This one was $13.40. I clicked on this link, and it took me here. All right, we're looking for the 1-1 that I sent her, which was this one. 743 square feet, 1-1. It was 18, but after all the additional, it's 1964. I sent her a 12-month lease. For a 12-month lease today, that is $24.61. So yeah, it's not a me issue, but thank you. Also, yes, I could get 27 roommates or live like in Section 8 housing or have like the cops perched outside my apartment every day. For example, my brother was trying to convince me to move to Jacksonville, and he's like, hey, you should come live here. He called me the other day. He goes, Grace,
The cops knocked on my door at 4 a.m. and asked me if I heard anything. And I was like, did you? He's like, no. Apparently my neighbor got murdered and dragged down the stairs. But you should come live here because it's cheap. It fucking better be.
I got a letter recently that my property taxes are going to go up $600 a year from now on. I got a letter that my homeowner's insurance is going up $60 a month. My propane company sent me a letter that my propane is going to double this year. They just came and filled up my tank. It was $1,000. That's crazy. Also, as a entrepreneur and business owner, I get my health insurance through the marketplace. So you have the Affordable Care Act. I pay $45 a month. They just informed me that if this bill passes and I lose my tax credit, I'm going to go from $45 a month to $660 a month for health insurance. I need to buy a new car and I can't because the cars have gotten more expensive and the interest rates have gotten so much more expensive. I can't find a reliable car that has the same monthly payment of $450 a month that I've been paying now for a new car. Not necessarily new, but new to me. Groceries are insane, and it feels like every day I get a new email from another subscription that I have, whether it's Netflix, my website subscription, everything's increasing in price. And I sit pretty much every day stressed about money, and yet I know that there are so many people in this country that are way worse off than me, and they're not making it, y'all. They're not making it. What hurts me the most is that there are so many women, especially, that just cannot afford to leave abusive homes and they have to stay in it because of this economy. So are we great again, America? Like, is this what you voted for? Meanwhile, they all sit there in DC, not feeling any of these pressures, not doing anything about it, not giving a shit about the American people. I have been extremely poor and I have been extremely wealthy. And I know from firsthand experience that the wealthy people don't notice it. And most people are pretty self-absorbed and aren't thinking about other people anyway. So we got to talk about this more. We got to raise hell. We have to let DC know that this is not acceptable. Regardless of your party, we have got to help each other.
Car note, car insurance, cell phone, health insurance, gas, food, rent or mortgage, school activities for kids, kids sports, daily living. Do the math. You tell me what it takes to pay for all that, plus whatever else I left out. There's no way $20 is gonna make it. $30 ain't gonna pay for it. You're gonna be in the red. If you don't have a 2-income household or making $40 or $50 an hour, you can't afford it. Health insurance is about to double. Did I mention that? And on top of that, the man running the country is talking about he met the president of Puerto Rico when he is the president of Puerto Rico. Bro, we done. America will not shake back. You got the military all over cities. You got prices raising above what people can afford. Convince me I'm wrong, please.
Does anyone else feel like this cost of living is just getting increasingly worse? Like week on week, month on month. I got paid on Friday and I've just went over my finances again this morning and I feel like it's nearly all gone. And don't get me wrong, I'm paying off debt and stuff, but just the cost of everything just seems to be getting worse and worse. Like, I feel like, you know, we don't live an extravagant lifestyle, we don't go out every weekend, we live within our means, and I feel like we've just got absolutely nothing left after payday. Does anyone else feel the same way? And we've only got one child to pay for. Like, how are people doing this with 2 and 3 kids? Like, I'm just fed up.
I said I wasn't gonna let this upset me, but I'm just gonna have to say this. Where the hell do these jobs get off, bro? With trying to offer you $15 an hour, $16 an hour, $17 an hour, and then requiring you to be there anywhere between 8 to 12 hours per day. I'm looking on this damn website, on all these websites, for a different occupation because the one I have fucking sucks ass, right? I'm looking here, all I see, $19 an hour, $17 an hour, $15. What the fuck am I gonna do with $500-$600 a week? And then you don't even pay that weekly, it's bi-weekly. What the fuck am I gonna do with $1,200 every 2 weeks? I want you to sit here and answer this question. What are you going to do If I took away all the money you had, all the money that you are accustomed to making, whatever it is, and I gave you $1,200 every 1st and 15th, how would you feel about that? You'd probably be evicted before you even say, yes, give me that job. Like, am I missing something? I must be the problem. I must be the problem, because I could have sworn that when you go and get a job, it's supposed to pay you enough money for you to live in an apartment, a house, wherever the hell you want to live at. You may have a mobile home. I don't know. It pays you enough money for you to exist, not pay you enough money to piss you the fuck off. And then the responsibilities that they want you to do. Oh, you gotta stand up for 12 hours a day, and then they look at you funny when you want to break. And oh, you gotta drive from Arkansas to Mississippi, from Mississippi to Tennessee, from Tennessee to Texas, from Texas to Maine, Maine to California, and then they only want to pay you barely $1,000 a week. What? Bro, these jobs is on that bullshit, bro. Like, realistically speaking, these jobs is on that bullshit. I see why motherfuckers trap. I see why Franklin Saints exist. I see why people that do the BMF and the pushing this and the selling that, I see why they do this shit, bro. At first, I'd be like, man, I could never do that shit. Now I'm starting to think like, damn, what's the recipe? Because I'll be in that kitchen water whipping. You got me fucked up.